I've often been asked about, whether my project has any meaning, and I'll freely admit that the idea of visiting every Starbucks in itself is fairly meaningless. One thing that you can certainly read into that is the idea of determination. If you're determined enough to do something, you'll overcome whatever obstacles are in your way. If you can't shower for a few weeks, that is not, in the large scheme of things, a big deal. I mean, try going hiking for 2 to 3 weeks. Where are you going to shower there? I mean, try going out and living in the wilderness. You're certainly not going to shower there. I'm probably putting in $80 worth of petrol every 2 or 3 days in the car. That's expensive. The parking is starting to add up. Tolls. So yes, it's really expensive, but I mean, I didn't think that I was going to be able to visit over 500 stores in the UK on the cheap. That just wasn't going to happen. If the store is particularly pretty, which they often are in England, I'll wait as long as I can so that whatever cars in the way will move and I'll get a cleaner shot, or what I consider a cleaner shot. Some people prefer to photograph with the people and the cars in there, but my style is to photograph with as little clutter in front of the store as possible. I'm waiting for the car that's parked in front of the store on the double yellow line to move. If the car were parked in a legal parking spot, there'd be no point in waiting because it could be there indefinitely. But because it's parked on a double yellow line, I assume that she's just gonna go get her coffee and leave. And at that point, I'll be able to get the photograph that I want. The idea, as originally conceived in 1997, visit every Starbucks and to be the only person to do it, that in itself is not very meaningful. I do get quite a few emails criticizing Starbucks and criticizing me because I'm out pursuing Starbucks. The typical issues are raised, that of not buying fair trade coffee, that of putting small companies out of business. But I tell them that my project is not about Starbucks. It's about doing something different. And from a practical perspective, once I had already visited several hundred or 1,000 Starbucks along this goal, whatever Starbucks' business practices are not a good reason for me to abandon something that I've already invested all this time and money in. Did you see that? £3.50. £3.50.
What for?
For a haircut. If I don't have any hair, then I don't have to worry about a comb, which I did not bring. So I didn't have to worry about it. One fewer item to pack in my backpack. So now I should be good for another month or so without having to worry about my hair. It also gets really messed up from sleeping in the car at night. One key thing that I have to do in order to be able to sleep in here because of this is I have to take the towel and put it over here to smooth it out. And actually, even that was uncomfortable, so I had to end up, since I'm sleeping in my pajamas, I end up taking my pants and laying my pants out here and then putting the towel on top of it, and at that point it sort of smooths it out. But once I've done that, I can essentially get in here, and I'm usually sleep curled up like this, and after a few minutes like that, then I'll curl up again. And then in the middle of the night, every time I wake up to use the restroom, I'll switch positions, and then I'll sleep like this. Again, with the seat moved up. And I'll just switch back and forth throughout the night. And so far it's worked. It's not as comfortable as my Honda Fit at home, but it's not so bad.
It's not as comfortable as your bed at home.
Not as comfortable as my bed, not as comfortable as the Honda Fit, but it's the car they had. And, you know, again, I'm committed to accomplishing my goal, you know, no matter what it takes, no matter what discomforts come with it.